Brace yourself for the truth, it may hurt a bit. The good thing about pain is you learn from it. Make sure your desire survives through the fire. The disappointment and discouragement, better move like you know what your purpose is. Never say die, learn to fly through that turbulence. Stop placing the blame, you say it's God's, but really you don't know who word it is. Gotta know who the serpent is, know they oppressors. That you got more games in the tournament. In the churches, the platform, the preach.
Alright guys, it's January 22nd, 2019. Going over recent numbers that came out. The existing home sales, we can clearly see that's been in this downtrend since December 20, February 2018, from 5.3 million to 4.9 with the expected forecast of 5.2 million. So we can see that this is the new downtrend for the existing home sales, and this is first indicator of a weakening economy, and it's not really based on sound money, or it's a lot of credit cycle expansionary money that's going on. And now we see the malinvestment that's going to manifest itself. And I think for things like cryptocurrencies, for the most part, they're all going to get wiped out. They're not really good investments. They're not really good trading instruments, in my humble opinion. But I do believe that the technology will move on, and we will see an emergence of I believe XDR, or the IMF's special drawing rights money, and it's going to remove the dollar and it's going to replace it with gold, and maybe more yuan, maybe more euros, depending on what's going on in Europe. Because now we have this yellow vest movement going on there, and this organized bank run. So, also expecting today is the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, and that is interesting because it's not what they say publicly, in my opinion. It's what they say behind closed doors. What matters most, and I don't think it's going to be a rosy picture for the dollar. And even our own government has acknowledged the weakening of or acceptance of the SDR as the new monetary. As a new monetary standard, or reserve currency. Going over the dollar index, we see that it's somewhat at that 50% GAN level, and from my humble opinion, it's going to hit that 618 or 886 more than likely. 886 gets some more strong rebounds, gets some more buying going on here, and then take it down to 382 level. And they kind of hit in this range for quite some time, that 96 and 95 handle. Silver, since January 4th of this year, has been in a downward trend, or this channel, and it just broke through that channel. We see this, I call them needle points, or they got all these names, but this is just another another candle formation that I learned from Steve Neeson's, but that's just a must if you're gonna get into candle formations, in my humble opinion. But we see this nice formation, maybe a rebound, maybe a dead cat bounce, and then try to get some more people to sell over here. I don't know. We really don't see a resistance level until that $14.80. But it could possibly be a neck and shoulders formation here going on. Not too sure. Not too really focused. That's too far behind, in my opinion. But looking at this nice flag formation down, and then breaking through of this channel. Maybe it's just a dip. Maybe continuation of the channel. Gold has gold. We did see this breaking of this compression, and it just it broke to the south. It broke to the gold's breaking to the south of this compression zone. Maybe a dead cat bounce, maybe continuation of the previous trend. We'll see. It all kind of plays out in the markets, and really what JPY is doing as well. We might see backwardation also in backwardation in the gold market like we do in the palladium market, that's going to be something significant. I think palladium is the first indicator since it's such a small market within a small market. But maybe we won't see gold, silver, or platinum in contango. Maybe we'll see backwardation in those markets as well. Just another indicator that these things aren't looking as rosy as they should. And what's going on with palladium is that a lot of companies are switching to a lot of car companies are switching to palladium as an alternative to platinum, and that has really put in a stress on the reserves and new production. So it's a small market within a small market. uh, I think there's a lot of paper trading, a lot of unallocated positions out there that aren't backed by gold or silver, and that is causing suppression in the gold market and silver market. I like to look at the weekly XDR chart, and the reason being is because IMF only releases its um, only changes the tick in once a day. So it's not a normal instrument. It's not traded. It actually has a secret trading desk, but it's among countries that trade massive amounts of XDRs for dollars or XDR for their local currencies, or XDR for even gold. So April, I would say, since April of last year, and maybe this past month or so, there's been a rally, and then a recent dip in the last month, especially in December. We were supposed to see a Santa Claus rally. We didn't see a Santa Claus rally. We saw a Boxing Day rally, which is a few days later, which is not celebrated in the U.S. interestingly. But I think there was a Boxing Day rally. Foreign investors investing in the dollar or investing in our markets. So that is what my theory is on that. But whatever that may be, XDR, it's looking like it's just gonna have continuation of the previous trend. Really hit that 382 or 50% GAN level, but we'll see in the next couple of weeks. I think for this is I can't stress this enough. Looking at the markets and looking at not only our markets but like the DAX in Germany or the euro. I think it's the Eurostat or the FTSE, Australian markets. Having an understanding of like money flows and uh, how the markets anticipate, the basic fears or basic continuation of just weakening of the XDR against the USD.
Congo on the beat.